Peace, peace. Welcome back to the space beyond infinity where there are no limitations. I'm the spirit guide of this room, Mystic, and I'm back with another vlog. I need to clean up my kitchen. I bought the kids these little M&M yogurts yesterday, and now they're like been on me about it ever since they opened their eyes. And I'm not a give you something as soon as you open your eyes kind of mom. So, yeah, I'm thirsty. Is there something in here? Don't want to drink this. Yeah, sure, there's upstairs playing with my door. She gonna keep trying to open the door and say something to me as long as I ain't brought no yogurt upstairs yet. I'm not bringing no yogurt upstairs right now. Y'all just woke up. Drink some water. Let me clean my kitchen. Let me clean your table. Let me clean the spaghetti sauce, the pasta sauce up off my floor before I can even give y'all the next thing. Okay? Let me do that. I'm gonna try my best to get this done in under 30 minutes though. I'll try my best. I just took me a nice shower, okay? Let's start there. I took me a couple pictures outside in the sun, which I probably could have waited until I was done after, putting some oil on my skin. But I don't think I'm gonna put no oil on my skin until I'm done cleaning, because I want to get that out the way first so that I can get these kids their yogurt. Like the kids. Get the kids their yogurt. I received this little box at my mother-in-law's house for the baby, and in there it was like coupons and stuff like that, and a lot of it was like Similac stuff. Some of it was like clothing coupons and blase, and I said we'll go through that, we'll see what happens, what's what. I breastfeed, so I didn't really need it, but I ended up signing up for another box and seeing if it's gonna come or not. I don't know. We'll give it another week and see what happens. But anyway, I was like, what other boxes can I sign up for? And I know I am talking real low, and this is gonna make it hard for me to hear later on when I go to try to watch this video back. But anyway, I went to the pregnancy app that I've been using and seeing, because I just knew that they had a list of things, and one of them was Target and the other one was Amazon, and I signed up for the Target one, but then they was like, you gotta spend over $10, and then so I tried to get something that was over $10, but they like, you have to spend $35 in order to ship. You gotta spend over $10 to get the box, but you have to spend $35 to make an order to ship out to your house. So like me being me and ordering something online to be delivered to my mother-in-law's house is not gonna work unless I'm ready to spend $35, and I'm not. I don't want to spend $35 at Target right now. Like, y'all playing a game with me, and I'm not about to play a game with y'all. And then Amazon, at first they was like, you gotta sign up for Prime, but then they was like, we'll give you a $7, and at first they was like, you gotta spend $10 and you gotta sign up for Prime. And at first I was like, well, forget y'all too, because I'm not about to play these games, right? Because I'm not gonna pay for Prime. I don't want to pay for Prime. I don't use Amazon like that. And also, I have Mexico Amazon Prime, and apparently that doesn't cross over to the American Amazon Prime. So whatever. Which the Mexico Amazon Prime is connected to my internet, my Wi-Fi. So I get to watch free Prime Video or whatever. But I don't really watch that often either. So it's like, why would I pay for Prime and I don't use it like that? But I get a 7-day free trial. So I think I'm gonna take advantage of that while I can. I had the brilliant idea. My husband was telling me that his baby mama and her people are going through like a sick phase or whatever, and he also was mentioning how my stepdaughter was coughing, which I noticed, and so I was like, I'm gonna order some elderberry because I've been wanting elderberry. So I was like, I'm gonna order some elderberry, and then I'm gonna have him make some elderberry syrup, and he can take it over to her, and then her and the kids can have that right on hand. So I ordered some elderberry, and that came yesterday. And I ordered, and I forgot to like see. I forgot to like see if I could add it to my registry and then buy it off of my registry. But I also tried to order some Celtic salt or Celtic salt or whatever, however you say it. And I was trying to buy it, but the order got canceled. And so they only sent the elderberry yesterday. And so last night before I went to sleep, I tried to order a different brand of Celtic salt. And that went through without being canceled. I don't know why the other order was canceled. It was just canceled. That went through. So what I did was I put the Celtic salt on my registry, and then I ordered it, and I was trying to see if it was gonna work. But I think with Amazon, it got a register that, like, you know, the order went all the way through, you received it, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm waiting to see, because after I made the order, I went to go look at the registry thing, and it was saying it wasn't saying that I was qualifying for the box. And then it have like it has like a checklist of things that you have to do. And it was saying Amazon Prime, will make a list of the things that you want, check. Amazon Prime, check. But then it was like spend $10, and then it was like apply for the box, and those two were not checked off. And I'm like, I spent more than $10 though. So why is it not registering? But I feel like maybe it just have to wait until the order is complete and I've received it and all that. So I got an email in the middle of the night saying that it was being shipped out. So when I got up today, I went to go check, and it was saying it was out for delivery. So it should be delivered to my mother-in-law's house within the next couple hours. And for those who don't know, when he goes back to Detroit, he stays in my mother-in-law's house because she has a 3-bedroom and she lives alone, and he takes care of her when he's there. So, and why would we have 2 different houses when he can't even bring his family to the other one right now because we're living in Mexico? So, makes sense, cost effective. Anyway, so I just have my stuff sent to my mother-in-law's house. Does that make sense? I'm trying not to order anything too big. I want to start ordering stuff, but I'm trying not to order stuff too big because, you know, the plan is to buy a car, but we don't actually have the car. So I just want to make sure that I'm moving a certain way, you know? So, items that I'm thinking, because that sparked me and made me want to think like I can order more stuff before my Amazon Prime is in a position where I have to actually pay for it. But actually I need to ask him, do he got Amazon Prime? Because I feel like he might. I gotta ask him, because then I can sign into his account, make a registry, and we can see, and we can get 2 boxes. Anyway. But would they do that when it be in the same address? I don't know. Find out. Why not? Free stuff. I'm all about the free stuff. okay? I don't know nothing about free stuff here in Mexico, but in America, I used to have all the apps and we would get free stuff all the time. But anyway, I just needed a minute to sit down because I was just doing some walking around. And when you're in the 3rd trimester of pregnancy, walking is an exercise. I mean, walking is an exercise, period. But especially when you're in 3rd trimester of pregnancy. So I just need a minute to sit down and express that. I also want to maybe look up some bentonite clay. I've been wanting just all the stuff that I want him to, I've been asking him to bring, but he haven't actually been able to find in the store for real. I was just thinking I can do that. And then I think I want to order some more herbs offline because the last time he brought me herbs, honestly, they were not fresh. I'm about to wash my hands, so please don't. No. And all I did was scratch. I don't know how to explain shit to nobody. Anyway, I feel like the shop that he bought the herbs from, the herbs wasn't fresh as I want them to be. I had one experience of making one batch of herbs, and then when I went to go drink it, I could tell that something was off about it. And so I've tried to make tea a couple times after that, and it didn't smell like it. I feel like maybe it was just one herb that just wasn't right, but I just been turned off by those herbs. If you're pregnant, if you've ever been pregnant, you know what it's like. Once something turns you off, you're like, I'm done. But I'm like that, period, but especially pregnant. I will give those herbs back to the garden. Those can go into the compost. I don't really want those. So what I'm thinking is I will order some more herbs and try to get them ordered before he comes, and he can bring those. But I ordered elderberry and I ordered Celtic salt, and I want him to make elderberry syrup for his baby mama and my stepdaughter, and she got a 1-year-old too, and I just want to make sure that they have some elderberry syrup to help boost up their immune system. I was thinking just send her some elderberries, but I don't want her to get into a space to where she had to think about it too much. I don't want her to feel like she gotta do something other than serve it up. So I want to give something that is already prepared and ready to be served up, so that I know for a fact that my stepdaughter is actually, receiving what she needs. And that's not a shot at her. That just, I know what it's like to be a mom with more than one kid and other responsibilities. And she's also, single. So it's she does a lot of stuff. So I know she could get caught up in her schedule. She's also a doula, midwife. She's also, I think she's a certified midwife, actually. She's a midwife and doula. And she also be planning events and throwing events for different stuff. And she has a lot of stuff that be going on. So I don't want her to feel overwhelmed with the idea of I have to make something or I have to keep up with something, or no, it's something already pre-made, already ready. It got the love of, it got our love in it. She ain't got to think about it too much. Just pull it out. Everybody take a spoonful and keep it moving. So, yeah. Now, with that being said, I said I wanted this to be under 30 minutes, and it is 14 minutes now, so I should get. I mean, my kids still survive. They live. They're not dying. Like I said, I just woke up. They're up there drinking water. And also, I'm pregnant, okay? I get to slide with taking my time on stuff. I get to slide with that. Shoot, I'm pregnant. I bought a little grater. today I'm gonna try to make pie crust for the first time. So I bought a little grater so I can grate my butter because I don't like the idea of cubing my butter. I feel like grating it would be more thorough and just more the vibe that I feel like I want to go for. So yeah, I brought a little grater. I only got a few dishes, literally just like the bowls and spoons that I need to use. Well, I don't need to use the bowls because the yogurt comes in its own little bowl container. But the spoons that I need to use to give them their yogurt. So I have to wash the dishes first. And I just don't like my kitchen being dirty. I don't like serving stuff out of a dirty kitchen. I was raised better than that. I really was raised not to leave your kitchen dirty before you go to sleep. But I'm pregnant. So I get a pass. I'm pregnant, so I get a pass. I don't have to make sure that my kitchen is clean before I go to sleep. Pregnant. I made lasagna last night and I put ground beef in it for the first time. Because my kids are so picky when it comes to food. So I've never really done it before. I feel like I might have did it once. Maybe. Ooh. My back. I'm still trying to get, I did see a little mosquito. I don't think it's trying to get me. It'd be this little weird phenomenon when you wash some dishes and then all of a sudden you just start itching somewhere. Your hands is wet, and if you touch it, then you're just gonna start a whole thing where you're just more itchy. Or you think something is on you because your skin is wet now. It's a thing. I try not to fall for it. Woo. Gotta stretch. These next few weeks, before I have this baby, I want to put focus on like doing what I can to keep my glutes built up because I do not want a saggy booty. And I feel like it's more of a normal thing for me to kind of like let myself go a little bit when I'm pregnant, and not like let myself go, but like at this point of pregnancy, I usually wouldn't be working out, and I don't, because like I said, walking is an exercise, and that's enough. Cleaning the house is literally an exercise. Like, taking the kids on a grocery run is a sport. It's a sport. Especially for me because I go to 2 different grocery stores every single time. Like, I go to the Walmart and then I walk down 2 or 3 blocks to the next store and we go shopping in there too. I go to 2 different stores almost every time. Ooh, okay. And now I just got this pen. And it's a lot. Okay, so I don't be working out at the end of my pregnancy, but I want to just be more intentional about my butt. For real, because honestly, like, I was really doing a lot of work to make sure that my booty looked a certain way before I got pregnant, and then I got pregnant. And now I feel like I'm at a certain point in my pregnancy where I haven't been working out for a while, and now my booty is starting to not look like it was looking. Okay? And also, I was like going through pictures from my last pregnancy, and I was looking at my booty cheeks, and I was like, I don't want my booty to look like that. I don't want my booty to look like that. Flat pancake. It wasn't flat pancake now. It was better than the previous pregnancies, but still, like, I I'm trying to keep elevating, okay? It was a little bigger than the ones before that. When I was pregnant with my first daughter, oh, that was flat pancake. Man. With my second daughter, it was a little something. It wasn't flat pancake, but it wasn't bubble butt. Now, before I got pregnant, this time, I had bubble butt. I had juicy bubble butt. And now, let me tell y'all something. My man is obsessed with my booty cheeks now. He thinks that my ass looks great. But I want him to keep thinking my ass looks great. Do you get me? I want him to keep looking at me like, girl, I know you postpartum. I know you can't give me none. But when you ready, I'm ready. I want him to look at me like that. I want him to look at me like, when you ready, I'm ready. Okay? I want him to keep looking at me like that. When you ready, I'm ready. I'll be here waiting for you. Yeah. Wait for me, Daddy. Wait for me. My man loves him some me. That's one thing I do know for sure. My nigga love him some me. Period. And guess what? I love me some him. I had a dream last night. I had a couple dreams. But the main one that's just been on my mind since I woke up is I was like with my sister. Call her my sister because we grew up pretty much as sisters. She's my cousin, my aunt's daughter. But we grew up pretty much as sisters. My sister had these couple friends she was kicking it with, and I thought that they were really cool, and I just wanted to, like, you know, connect with them too, and we can all be friends together, you know. But the thing is, like, they didn't approve of my relationship with my man. They felt like he was controlling. They felt like, hey, you guys, y'all need to stop that, okay? Y'all need to stop that. You need to stop that. Oh, okay. I should have known, because y'all don't make sounds like that. Sounds like somebody's building. Anyway, they didn't approve of my relationship with my man. They were trying to make it seem like he was controlling me, like he was overbearing, like whatever, and like I should be giving myself more freedom, and it's not like that. It's not like that in my relationship in real life. I mean, I am submissive to my man, but also my man is submissive to me. He's not like controlling and overbearing of me. And he knows not to try to control me or be overbearing over me, because he knows I will fight him. He knows that I will be resistant because I am a leader and not a follower. And he knows that. And he's had enough experience with me to know that he can't make me do nothing I don't want to do now. So I'm just like looking at them like, y'all totally misunderstanding the whole thing. But at the same time, I'm trying to like prove that I can be a part of this friendship group. And in reality, it reminds me a lot of when we were younger, because my sister used to kind of treat me like that with her friends. Like, I would feel like she would value her friendship with these outsiders more than she valued her relationship with me. And that was because she had found herself resenting me for, at some point when we were younger, her parents split and my parents split. And she was with her mom and I was with my dad, and I wanted to be with my mom. And I went to go live with my mom in another city. And she resented me for leaving her. So she used to treat me certain ways. But which was so petty, because how could you be upset with me for wanting to go be with my mom? You have your mom. And when I left, I didn't take my dad with me. He was still there to support you as an uncle, as a father figure. So how could you be upset with me for that? But you know, when you're young and Aries, you're not always rational. So whatever. Anyway, I'm just trying to prove to them, like, you know, like, I belong here. And I don't need to prove to nobody that I belong anywhere. My days of doing that is so over. But I was like over somewhere with, hold on. Okay. So yeah. So we were like over my sister's house with all of this. And I'm like connecting with the girls. And I'm like, one of them, I was like asking her, like, do you believe in astrology? And then I was like asking her, like, do you have Sagittarius energy? And she was like, oh my gosh. And she was like, she did not fucking answer me. Not like a yes or no answer. Like, she just started showing me all her tattoos, which were supposed to, I guess, correlate with astrology and her astrological signs. And it just didn't make sense to me, because it wasn't like, my sun is in Sagittarius, my moon is in da-da-da-da. No, it was like actually characters from the Avatar on this arm. And somehow that was supposed to line up with her energies. And then there was some other stuff over here that I can't remember. And I'm just like, so do you have Sagittarius energy or not? But the way she responded was as if she did. But she was trying to tell me like she was this, and she's trying to make it so big. And yeah, remind y'all, this is a dream. And it's funny that I was asking that, because like I woke up and the sun and the moon is in Sagittarius now. So anyway, after that moment, like my man showed up and he was like, because I was trying so hard to like kind of fit in, that literally like there was this wig being made for me, and I was like picking up the wig and I was getting ready to go like change and put on clothes and like fix my hair so I could put the wig over my locks. And but at the same time, it was like weird. It was so weird. And then my man came and he was like, what are you doing? And he was like, come on, let me take you home so you can, you know, take a shower and change your clothes and, you know, get back into you, because what you got going on right now is not you. And he took me home. Or he started to take me home, but then something happened while we were, once we got downstairs, because we lived across the street and we were trying to cross the street, and then there was like confrontation, two different groups of people, and they were trying to like harass him, and yeah, it was weird. And I woke up after they started trying to get violent with my man. And one major thing that I took from the dream, well, a couple major things, like, is how no matter what they said, and no matter how I was trying to conform to something else to fit in, I still was standing firm on, no, my man is my man, and he's a good man, and he takes care of me, and he loves me, and there's nothing wrong with my relationship, because there's not. In real life, everybody may not agree to our setup, but that's not nobody else's decision. And that doesn't make him a bad man because he's not here 24/7. Because you know what he is doing when he's not here? Making money and sending it here. Period. He's taking care of us. He's taking care of his child. He's taking care of his mother. He's doing what he can for his other family members. But his main focus, making money and sending it back here. It does a cry, little brat, whine, cry, like he's a little baby, and he's not, because somebody's not doing what he wants the way he wants them to do it. He do that. That's how I know. It's literally because they're playing a game and Raji's not doing it right. But anyway, I'm like, regardless of whatever was happening, I was standing firm on the fact that my man is a good man and he is my man and I love him and I'm not leaving him or separating him from him for absolutely no reason, for nobody, for nothing or nobody, period. Like, you bitches can gag. Even though I was doing all this stuff to try to change myself just to try to fit into this friend group, one thing for sure is my man is my man. And he love and take care of me and respect me. And y'all not about to sit here and try to get me into this feminism, girl power, I can take care of myself bullshit, okay? Because guess what? I can't now. I could, but I don't want to. I'm not a working lady kind of lady. What I said, I told you to be quiet. You still up here and I don't want to hear no and You okay? Somebody ain't doing what you want them to do, then do something else. You don't got an I don't want to hear an Move on. Next thing. You're not playing how you want to play, then play something different, a different way.
I fixed that part.
You fixing that part? Thank you so much, Lou. But, yeah. I'm not about to let nothing or nobody come between me and my man. Because I done did that enough. And I'm over it. I will never let that be a thing ever again. I'm good. I swept my room floor and I thought I was about to sweep the stairs. But no, because you know what? That's going to take me some time to sweep the stairs and the downstairs and the kitchen and all that. And I don't want to do that right now because I'm still trying to get them into their yogurt phase. So I just cleaned off the table and I swept the room floor. And now I'm going to mop up this pasta sauce and I will bring them their yogurt. See that? Going up and down the stairs, sweeping and mopping and all that. And yes, their table is in my room because you know what? The thing is, I don't want them downstairs by themselves eating because I'm not about to sit downstairs. I'm going to sit in my bed where I'm comfortable. And I don't want them downstairs by themselves eating. So, brought the table upstairs to the room. So, I have to clean up when they eat in my room. But whatever. Yeah, because I gotta sweep the stairs, I gotta sweep my living room, I gotta sweep my kitchen, I gotta sweep right here in my front yard. I know I gotta do all of that, and I'm not about to do that before they have their yogurt. So we'll just do this part, and then we can move on to the next thing. I need some bleach. I gotta go get me some bleach. Forgot to get some bleach. Went to 2 stores yesterday and still forgot to get bleach. How's that? I think. I don't know. But my house needs to be thorough clean. Yeah, but I did too much of that before in my last pregnancies. And I said this in my last couple videos. Like, I'm not about to let nothing or nobody come between my relationship with my man. I feel like in these last couple pregnancies, I was trying to build and connect and, you know, create relationships with other people. Why do I feel like you just right here in the window singing? Because if you is, then go somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I'm not trying to do that this time around. I'm good. Allowing myself to get so caught up in trying to connect with people and get support and build relationships, so much so that I'm taking my focus off of my relationship with my man, my partner, the person I'm building with, the person I'm creating life with. Why are you over there? I poured water on the floor on top of the pasta sauce. And here goes Yajurda. The pasta sauce over there by the table. Here goes Yajurda sitting at the table. Why is you over there where you know I just poured all that water at? Why are you playing with me like that? That stuff be annoying me because these kids don't do stuff like that when they daddy here. I swear they don't. They will never try him like that. Why is you trying me? Because I'm the mother. I get it, but you know I don't play those kind of games. So why are you trying to play them with me? I don't understand. Then they want to look all disappointed when they get punished for doing stuff that they know they ain't got no business doing. Tired. This it right here. I just needed to mop up that sauce. Now I feel comfortable with bringing more food into my room. Anywho. Man, fuck that mop. It fell. I'm not picking it up. I don't care that much right now. Okay. I did that. Gotta let my let my floor dry a little bit. Take a moment to sit down and take a breath. Whew. I did enough of that. I ain't doing no more of that. I'm not about to let nobody sabotage or jeopardize my relationship with my partner. I love my man. We've been building something beautiful here. And as long as I continue to focus on that, I'm gonna be successful in all my endeavors. Shoot. I feel like people don't know how to lock in. They're too busy being controlled by the media. Excuse me. You know how much propaganda is out there pushing us to be against each other, pushing us to separate our families, pushing us to divorce our husbands, our wives, over stuff that could be fixed. Over stuff that could be fixed. You know how much stuff is being pushed out there that make you feel like you can't change yourself, or you shouldn't change how you move and act and react and handle your partner or your relationship? Because I am a woman and feminine power, or I'm a man and I pay the bills. You want me to pay the bills? Then you gotta, like, bro. Where's the balance in all of it? It's all about balance. And the key is love. I got a beautiful family, and I got a loving relationship, and I'm happy, and that's what I'm standing on, and I ain't moving for nothing or nobody, baby. Do you hear me? I'm staying solid over here in my relationship, and yeah, I'm holding my man down the same way he holding me down, baby. Yes. But I'm about to sit here for maybe 5 more minutes just so I can regather myself and then take my kids their yogurt so they can have it, and then come back downstairs so I can do some more mom stuff, like preparing what comes after the yogurt, right? Yeah. So y'all have a beautiful, wonderful, magical, amazing experience. Peace.